right, everyone. Here's our vinyl. This is where our vinyl ended up for our first iron-on. This was actually supposed to be on the back of the t-shirt. And so what I did instead was I used my creative skill to not waste the rest of the vinyl, because I really wanted to get that shirt completed. Anywho, where we are right now is we finally got our Cricut working, and we are now going to be using this green color for a surprise piece of art. A surprising event of us producing some art. That's where we're at. Today we're going to be using our watercolors, a group of, oh, that was interesting. It's interesting. Yes, I'd say so. I really do like these watercolors. So you might actually think that watercolors don't paint because you remember the Crayola ones from you when you were little. At least I do. But these, I don't know what it is about these, but these are really good watercolors. It's really amazing, actually. You don't need a whole lot of money. These are only $10. I think a lot of people get deterred from art because of art snobs. And there's nothing wrong with being really good at art, because you don't want to go the extreme opposite of talking smack about someone who's just either practice a lot or they're naturally talented. But people like that stop people from becoming artists, because you don't just show up one day and all of a sudden you're an artist. That's why you can be anything at any age. You just have to work for it. It's just when you're older, it's a lot harder to get the time in. It's a lot harder to deal with the younger crowd, because they're not your, because and really kind of it seems like the way that I perceive existence is the youth dominates because they're so self-centered. And then the older people keep the youth in line. You know, they tell you no and you get really pissed off, and then you're like, I'll show you. And then you do something good, though. Because whether you like it or not, the youth, they do listen. And then you get to tell, this is what I always tell the old people that I know. And then you get to tell them, I told you so. Like the old people get to tell the young people, I told you so. And so that's kind of where we're at with this youth. They're so high on the hog, it's unbelievable. LA is not a real life. It's not how we live life. And so it's really funny. It is really funny to all of us that are old, like myself. I take honor in being old. They think it's a bad thing. No, it just means that I have more education than you. And that you know less than I do. And that's the funny part. I used to tell all the old people in the old days, I'd be like, well, damn, you were so right. And now you're going to be saying that, but you'll be saying it from a jail cell. And that'll make all of us really happy. See, they're living on the hog from the, the Democrats. See, the Democrats use these kids as an agenda. And then you ran around and thought you were all protected and stuff. But I kept telling you that they were not going to be, they lied about the election. And then they used media, and you didn't count on me saying, oh, hell no. Especially with the way that you've treated my kids, including the people that were the surrogates. The fact I had to watch what I had to watch, it's pretty freaking cold what you freaking did to my kids. And you can say that that's like my vulnerable spot, but I also have more intelligence around a lot of other things to know that my kids are a lot more intelligent than you because they learn from me. And that's something that you all don't understand, because a lot of you are from other countries and you had crappy parents, crappy childhoods. Those Middle Easterns are clueless. Woo, you clueless. Huh. I'm kind of liking that. Oh, I can't wait to show you what I printed out. Oh my God, this is going to be so cool. So cool, everybody. That's what cool really means. Ooh, I like this color. That really brought in an energy that was interesting. Always a hidden secret in the artistry. The artistry. It's an art to be this intelligent. Donald Trump, it's an art to be this intelligent. This intelligent and this creative. I would say this creative too. This actually runs in my family, this creativeness, this creative side. My family is extremely well-rounded. We're intelligent. Quite interesting. We're kind of incorporating a little bit of our it's really quite interesting, I have to say, because as I get more interested in like embroidery and what, like the seams of a machine, I imagine them as I hand embroider sometimes. And even as I am making this art piece currently right now, I also envision that as I make this piece of art, but in my head. And then I never really know what I'm going to create. Like right now, I just shocked myself in what I just produced. It actually made me feel really strange. It made me feel a little strange. I don't know. It's interesting, not like in a bad way. It was just interesting. I don't know if you're supposed to not do... Like this brush I actually used yesterday with the... what's it called? What's it called? With the acrylics. And I'm using the same brush. So I don't know if I'm not supposed to use the same brushes, but I am. Because I do what I want and when it comes to art. Anyway, that's just a part of the work that I'm up to. And then I'm going to... Actually, I'll post a little bit... that kind of looks like the cherry tree, like George Washington. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to continue on with my acrylic, which I guess I could use construction paper as it could be a little less expensive, but I'm kind of enjoying watching. I'm like kind of working the creative through the different like it's almost like it's only less than $5 for this piece of paper. So anyway, it's cheaper for this other stuff that I saw at the store the other day, but we'll see what happens. I'm always looking at cost. It's normal.